Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dear Diary. My name is Rich.
Wow.
I am here with Dan and Joe.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much, man.
Couple of things I want to mention before we get started. We are in the No Phony Podcast Network and the Tangent Bound Network as well.
And
Joe has some news.
We are the featured net. No, we're not the featured network.
We're the featured show.
We are the featured podcast on the No Phony Podcast Network right now.
That's fantastic.
Which means people are going to be pumping the shit out of us for the next month.
So,
it's for the next month?
For the next
month, yeah. So we actually have to, bring an A game or something.
So, we.
Okay.
But you know what? We're off to a good start because we got a really good show today.
We do. We have, you know what?
We got a fucking monster show today.
Well, I don't know about monster.
No, it's
literally monster. We have some stuff to cover. We have some weird news as usual. We have a couple of Mount Rushmores we're going to get into a heated debate about. And we're going to discuss the Joker movie because finally
seen the movie.
Dan and Joe went today so that they can have something to talk about on the show.
Listen, I've been dying to see it. I've been working crazy hours lately. I'm like, you know what? I'm only working till 2 today. I'm going to see this. It's been
killing me not to discuss the movie. Yeah.
We also have, not on your notes.
Yeah.
Dan's going to taste test the McRib for the first time.
Yes, we have Joe.
I just drove a fucking hour to one of the only maybe 4 McDonald's locations in all of New Jersey that had this fucking thing.
Yes.
Got lost in the cornfield sticks of New Jersey.
Yes.
And made it here. So Dan,
I was on the phone with Joe as he was driving towards the McDonald's, and he was concerned about the cornfields on the right and the row of houses with no lights on the left. And I asked him. I said, Joe, do you hear any banjo music playing in the background?
Stop it.
He said slightly.
It's not that
Certainly
bad because that's the area I'm looking to move to.
Oh shit!
Well, isn't it right outside?
Yeah, it's not too far from Wrightstown.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That's what I'm looking to move
well,
to.
hopefully,
But no, not in that
there's
part.
electricity in
Listen,
Wrightstown.
all I'm saying is if I would have gotten a flat
I
tire.
have well water. That's
If I would have gotten a flat tire, I'd be there till morning because I'm not getting out of the car over there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You never know.
Crazy.
All right, yeah. No, so Joe was kind enough to travel to the ends of the earth to get us the McRib.
Yes.
I had Joe had one first.
Yes.
Joe made a video. We haven't posted it because Joe didn't want to post it.
I'm a bitch.
I
thought it came out terrible.
I then proceeded to surprise everyone and go get one myself. And I made a video. We haven't posted it yet. Maybe I will. Dan absolutely refuses to make a video on her virgin tasting of the McRib.
Right.
But we have her audio though, so
We have
don't
the
need
audio.
to see.
Yeah.
So we'll have the audio.
Maybe I'll do play-by-play. Like Dan opens her mouth. Dan is about to sink her teeth into the McRib.
Jesus Christ.
There's some McRib sauce on her lip.
All right, we'll get to your weird news because they're heating up. Let's.
They're gonna go on fire.
You want to do weird news first, or you want to do the McRib first?
I'm fucking hungry. Let's do the McRib.
Let's do the
McRib.
All right. So yeah, everyone's week. Oh, it was good. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, no, I had a great week too.
All
right,
right, you guys talk.
I feel like I had something this week.
Did you?
I guess not.
I bowled really well. That's about it.
Yeah, no.
I had nothing else spectacular, and I didn't have to do a job where it required me to go 25 stories on an 18-inch ledge. So that's good.
Yeah, Vinny's upset about that. He was hoping to lose you there.
He was hoping.
Nah, it comes in a cardboard box.
Joe was kind enough to try and find me a harness.
I got this guy a harness so he wouldn't die.
Yeah, because I'm slightly wider than 18 inches.
Why the fuck do I feel like I had something this week and now I can't think of it? I'm just all excited about the McRib.
Right. Oh, look at this. Dan's got the tray of McRibs.
It's actually hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm.
I know you don't cook awful, but yeah, that's what happens in ovens. Things get hot.
See my little ninja grill I got?
I believe Dan just said, fuck you. You didn't pick that up.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying the mic didn't pick up the old fuck you.
Oh, it didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Joe,
know.
can I have a couple of napkins there? Because we're going to definitely need some napkins.
Yeah, we got the foodie. We love it.
That's the ninja one.
We got the Ninja Foodie.
Oh, you did? You got it?
We got the big one, the one that air fry, crisper. Yeah, it does everything. It's a jack off of all trades. So Rich is digging right in.
No, I didn't dig in yet. I'm just making the adjustments in the box so I could pick it up, you know?
Oh. Well, yeah, I got to take off the pickles and onions. Because
Why?
much like in life, here's why.
Okay, no, seriously.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever sat down to a rack of ribs and thought, you know what? These need pickles and onions.
Okay, is this real
No,
meat?
right?
This is like processed meat.
It's not the point. It's supposed to mimic
point.
a rack of ribs.
No, it's yes, because it's processed and pressed together. So
which
guess
you
what?
don't put pickles and onions on.
But you can because it's not really ribs.
Ooh, that's a nice crispy bun. It's
So.
a nice crispy bun here. He's taking a picture. Oh, Jesus fuck. This is the third one he's having. I don't think you need a picture.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I'm going to post it to the page.
You're going to document all of them?
I'm going to cut this. Don't
You're going
laugh.
to cut it? Don't laugh, because I was going to cut mine too, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Dan.
Stop. Just stop. Stop with your horse shit. So, yeah, I drove from work for the first one. I was like, all right, I'm not working overtime. Got nothing going on. It was like an hour and 10 minutes from my job to get to this fucking place to have the McRib the other day.
That's not that bad.
From Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It was like an extra 10 minutes if I would have gone home. But then I had to drive 40 minutes home then. So, because it was, the other half hour was in the other direction. But well worth the trip.
Look, my puppy's getting excited about it, too.
So.
Danielle
Don't even think about taking a picture.
is
Oh.
trying
I thought he was videotaping us.
her first.
What was it? I know it ain't Twitter. You're not.
No, I don't. I'm not that guy.
You're not a Twitter.
Yeah, I
we
barely
go.
do Instagram.
She's going in. First
I
ever.
really am. I'm going to try this.
First ever.
I got to get the pickle in it.
Hold the.
That's what he said.
Hold the lettuce.
I got to get the pickle in it.
All right, I'm going to try this thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fucking good. See, again, I forgot to tell him extra barbecue sauce. He needs a little bit extra barbecue sauce. A little dry.
Really? This is what you guys get all...
I tell you, because we can't have it whenever we want. That's all it is.
It's
It doesn't
because
really have a taste. I just taste barbecue sauce and onions.
it's because you're like Joseph choking on an onion. It's because we can't have it all the time.
Like
Like if this was out every day, we wouldn't eat it every day.
No. Like how he goes nuts for his bacon bounty batter donut or whatever.
Oh,
from
that's
Dunkin'.
true.
Yeah, so the same shit. It's like you can't have it whenever you want. So when they have it, all you want is it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, after this drive tonight, this is the last one I'm having. So if it was closer, I might do one or two more. But
Right. If we were in the Atlantic City area, we talked about,
Yeah, but
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like...
No, we hyped it up so high.
absolutely,
So
yeah.
high. But it's just because of the lack of
It's not bad,
being
like-
able to get it whenever you can.
But if I went to McDonald's, if this was on the menu, I probably wouldn't get it. I still get my cheeseburgers, my crappy cheeseburgers. But no, it's okay.
I was telling Joe when I
the
was in
second
the
bite was
McDonald's,
a little bit better.
and I ordered it. I said, "Oh man, I hope it's the same." It's it took me about an hour. It's like an hour trip. So the woman said, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "From Staten Island." She's like, "Oh wow, we had people from Brooklyn here today. We had people from Pennsylvania."
Get out of here.
I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah."
Those bastards are more twisted than we are, because I ain't driving to Pennsylvania for this.
No.
I almost drove to
You know
Lancaster.
what?
for this.
Honestly, for East Windsor, it's not far from Pennsylvania border.
No, it's not.
No, it's maybe like another half, if a half an hour.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if it comes away from Brooklyn,
Those are
just the
fucking-
tolls.
Just for that. Yeah. Yeah, just tolls. That's $30 in tolls. Not to mention your gas.
For a $4 McRib.
I know. That you'll have for what, a month? How long is this out for?
They don't say. They didn't say.
Until supplies last.
Supplies last.
What do you guys think of this? It's probably last a month.
I love this. I do. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I haven't seen them this happy since for a long time.
Yeah. No, there's just.
Oh, you also got glazed.
Yeah, I wanted to
tenders
try
over
the glazed tenders. You want to try one of those?
No.
All right. I wanted to try the glazed tenders.
Yeah, those are good. I had one last week.
Holy smokes!
there. Are you happy?
This is. Yeah. This is little things
It's
make
actually
me happy.
it's actually better now that we had it in the oven because the bun's nice and crispy, which it's usually not. See? I was thinking on my feet while I had an hour and a half to drive here to get fucking get this thing.
I was going to say, it's good. I mean, it's not bad. But
I actually watched. I was telling Joe, I Googled how to reheat the McRib. Because you want
I'm not even
to reheat the McRib properly. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay.
So no, in the
Go ahead,
oven.
please.
So I found the video of this guy, and what he
Uh-huh.
did was he bought several dozen McRibs, and I was telling Joe he separated them. This is how in depth he went. He got extra barbecue sauce
From there?
from there, separated the McRib from the buns and
Okay.
froze everything.
Okay.
Cryogenically froze, he said.
Oh, he froze them all separated?
Froze them all
Good
separated.
idea.
And then whenever he wanted one, he would just fire up the oven,
Okay.
put it in there for however long.
Well, how long? You Googled it. So
Yeah, I
how
didn't.
long?
I didn't watch the whole video. I was cracking up because he was talking about how he had to like unfreeze. He had to uncryogenically freeze some barbecue sauce because it was lacking after he unfroze
Now,
it
is
and
this
cooked it.
the normal barbecue sauce you get like with the chicken nuggets and stuff like that? Is that
No, I don't think so.
I
No?
don't think so. Yeah, I think it's a little different. But
all right? No.
well, I'm full.
It's
I
getting
was
better
gonna
as
say.
you go on, right?
No, it is. The first bite was like there was like no taste.
Probably
But-
mostly bread at that point.
Yeah,
the first
but
bite.
it's not bad.
No, it's good. I'll pick at this in a little while because
What, you want to throw it back in the oven to keep it warm?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Well,
That's fine. So we got it done. She had it.
I had it. Thank you guys.
I honestly thought you weren't gonna like it.
It's not bad.
I thought you were gonna go bite it to and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this? You wasted an hour of your drive."
But I can see why. You don't get it that often. It's only.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you had this?
Nice, 10 years ago,
Right.
at least. Nice
I
little
got it.
treat.
Yeah, I think mine was like 5 years. And I had it on Route. It was a place on Route 18 that had it.
I can see that.
Not bad. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. No, thank you to Joe for going
For
way
almost
out
dying.
of his way.
Not almost dying, but just hearing the banjos in the cornfields.
Stop it.
Well, okay. We're gonna go to weird news. Just trying to get my bearings as I savor the McRib. Okay.
Nice to see both hands are on the tables.
Yeah, no, I have both hands back on the table. There was actually, you know what? Danielle actually contributed today with a weird news, and we're going to go with the weird news story.
I was at the.
Yes, so Taco Bell is being sued by a New Jersey couple over a dispute over the Chalupa Cravings box. So a dispute is right now, it's now become a federal case. It was in a local court. They kicked it up to a federal court where the minimum, they were seeking $250. I'm going to tell you what the dispute was over in a minute, but they were seeking $250. They said that the company is actually a federal company, not a state-owned company, because there's no local headquarters in the state of New Jersey, so they kicked it to federal. The minimum amount that these people would receive if they win the case is $75,000 now.
Oh, nice.
The dispute is over the $5 Chalupa Cravings box. So they left their couch and said, "Hey, we're going to drive 40 minutes to go to the closest Taco Bell and
Sure.
I feel that pain.
grab a couple of Chalupa boxes."
feel
Their
that
Taco
they-
Bells are not closed.
Hey, listen, side note, Burger King brought back its cheesy tots. Yes! I'm going to get so fat again.
So they go.
Ribs and cheesy tots?
So they go to Taco Bell. They buy the Chalupa boxes, and upon receiving the receipt, they had an immediate dispute. Instead of paying $12.18, they paid. I'm sorry, $12.86. They paid $12.18 for 2 chalupas instead of $5 a piece. So right now there's a dispute of $2.18, what they feel is an overcharge. Although there is a disclaimer, a 3-second disclaimer at the bottom of the commercial that they watched on TV, which got them off the couch and rolled their fat asses down the driveway to get into the car, they said that the disclaimer wasn't clear enough for them to understand that prices may vary. So, in other words, if you go to Taco Bell in Manhattan,
Right.
that $5 chalupa box is probably going to be about $18.50. So, you know what I'm saying? I've never experienced anything in Manhattan less or equal to what's
But
on
it's any
TV.
town too,
Right.
Like Dunkin' Donuts, the same coffee. If you go up the street, is whatever $2.50.
Right.
By me, it's like $2.75 by work.
Sure. They are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Right. It's
That's why I hope Taco Bell wins the shit out of this case.
well,
They should.
I just think it's absolutely absurd
First of all,
that it got to federal court.
any lawyer that says, "Oh, I got this," go fuck your mother. Like seriously,
Right.
why are you taking this case?
But follow me. All the Taco Bell had to do is $2.18. How many people are
No.
actually going to look at the bill and realize they got
didn't even have
charged?
to do that. Prices may vary, bitch. These are our prices.
Right, but
Peace.
if you had the sign in your store and it said $5 chalupa box,
Yeah.
and now you're charging them $6 and
And
change.
the article said they only saw the commercial. They didn't say if the store had it.
No, I'm just saying if you had it in the store.
If you had it in the store, you have to.
Yeah.
That's
bet you
my
they
thing.
didn't.
That's why I said they didn't read the receipt. Who's at fault? They are. They should have
Oh
questioned.
no,
it
they
right
read the
then.
receipt. I don't. Do you ever read your fast food receipt? Do
Yeah.
you?
No, not really. I mean, it's usually around the same
No,
price.
I don't even want it. Keep it.
Yeah, but then you're waiting there for 5 minutes. I need something to look at.
I just-
Look at my
Joe,
receipt.
if that's the only thing in the
Fine.
place for you to look at, that's insane.
To each their own. I look at the receipt.
Yeah, no, I don't even get my
See what
receipt.
kind of numbers are on there. If any lucky numbers pop up.
We're gonna go play the lotto and stuff. You
No,
never know.
but I mean, like,
the pick 3 or the
I
pick
have a
4.
lot of numbers that correlate with correlate to parts of
Correlate.
my life.
There you go.
Aspects
Okay.
of my life. And they go look at that number. So
All right, this next one, I'm trying to see where it comes from. I didn't actually give a place. A bride-to-be is criticized for her plans for her wedding guests. Weddings can be expensive. Oh, this is in the UK. And what one bride-to-be has done is she's tried to stay within budget. But now what she did was she's charging guests for drinks. So instead of having an open bar at her wedding, what she decided to do is to go ahead and charge as if she was running a bar. But instead of charging the people what the club would have paid,
Okay.
what they would pay at the catering hall,
Okay.
she's charging more so she could put money in her pocket
That's all.
to recoup wedding costs. What the fuck?
Those weddings are expensive.
I know they're expensive, but now on top of that, you got, they said for free you're going to get the venue, the food, and the band, but now they're doing a cash bar, and the drinks are more than what they would have been charged if they had to pay the catering hall. That's crazy.
That is.
That's ridiculous. Every time you bring up a wedding story, it's more ridiculous than the last one.
This one comes to us from Nigeria.
Oh, is another wedding one?
I don't know.
Oh.
A Nigerian astronaut is lost in space and needs $3 million to get home.
Just $3 million to come home from space.
Yeah, so this is one of those Nigerian emails where they try and scam you out of money.
Yeah.
And this guy has been floating around in space since 1979. And it's a secret Soviet military space station,
Of course it is.
right, that was put in place in 1989 that he went to. And he was stranded there. So he's been stranded there since 1990.
Okay.
Okay? Program started in 79. He's been stranded since 90. So how many years is that?
20.
That's a lot of fucking years.
It's 29 years.
So since then it goes on to say that there's a $15 million American dollar trust in his name, so that if you get him home, you
he
can
can
help
pay you back.
recoup. Right, you can help recoup some of that money.
Oh, okay,
You
good.
can't touch the trust, huh?
But it's
just
going
a
to
loan.
cost a total of $3 million American
Yeah.
dollars to get him back home.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
So you got to loan him $3 million. Yeah, okay.
There's a phone number on here too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
is there really?
signed "Yours sincerely, Dr. Barake Tundu," from the Astronautics Project Manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Barack.
You know.
Oh my God. You know what? I don't know. This is not okay. This one comes to us from New Jersey, and I found it strange that it came to us from New Jersey, because this is an article I would have expected further south than Jersey. But for well over a year, two mysteries consumed a peaceful New Jersey community. There were strange letters that showed up in mailboxes of the local barns, asking about the possibility of forming a sexual relationship with horses, cows, and other large animals. And then there were the homemade tire slashings devices that farmers kept finding in their driveway.
Homemade.
Yeah, homemade. So somebody made these homemade devices that would slash tires. So it turns
a
out
knife
there
doesn't
there
just-
was a gentleman in Jersey, a 31-year-old was arrested. What he was doing was harassing all the local farmers because he wanted to have sex with their animals, and they kept telling him no.
How dare they?
So he decided he was gonna take it out on the farmers. Kid, I say kid because you're 31. you're better off in your hand or in a like slab of roast beef or something.
Or how about the back pages of one of those fucking magazines?
Something.
$50.
Something.
Or fucking ticket
Something.
down. Yeah. Oh,
Something. Not an animal guy.
that was fucking creepy.
Yeah, that definitely is creepy. Here's one that's absolutely insane. You ready for this one?
Sure.
In a bizarre case of instant karma, a rapist went from being the predator to being the prey.
I think I heard this one.
Yes.
So basically,
Is there a little plot twist in this one?
Yes.
Yeah,
So there was a woman who was.
Wait, didn't you post this?
Somebody
Did
did.
Did I?
Yeah,
Maybe I did.
Yeah.
There was a woman
This is a
who
while
was
ago.
who was being attacked by a guy who decided he was going to try and rape her.
Yeah.
In the interim, another man shows up, and the woman thinks, "Oh my God, I am being rescued," and she was. However, that turned out to be a gay rapist, and he raped the actual rapist.
It's fucking classic.
You want to talk about your luck going from bad to worse?
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to rape you, bitch. I'm going to rape you, bitch.
Yeah. So the girl thankfully got away,
But the raper didn't.
but the raper did not, and he was actually raped by the gay rapist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
Both were arrested and charged for rape, though some claims that the other guy shouldn't be arrested because he was a hero, to which I say,
Yeah.
No.
I'm Team Hero.
yeah, he is a hero,
hero.
so he just gave it to him.
Yeah.
He just gave him a little bit of his own medicine.
Yeah.
He just
So-
happened to be gay.
So that guy should not be arrested.
No, no. Yeah.
No, he was helping this woman out, and
he
the
wind
only
up
weapon he had on him
when it
was
Yep.
was his weapon.
Yeah. His weapon of choice. Let's see.
I got a story I want to read off.
What do you
it's
got?
Not, it's not a weird news story, so I'll wait. But it's just
No,
a
go
story
ahead.
that it pissed me off.
Go ahead.
No, what's he done with weird news?
I am actually done with the weird news.
Oh.
I didn't want to beat up weird news.
Okay.
Why
So-
save some for next week?
Yeah, I'll have some for next week.
So this is a story I just stumbled upon,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate these stories. And this is why my daughter. Well, this isn't why my daughter doesn't play sports, but this would be a reason why she doesn't play sports for me. So a local youth football coach faces a possible suspension and a fine after his team blew out the opponent. There's so Kyle Williams, we told you, was dangerously close to breaking the rule Saturday morning when his youth football team, the Golden Bears, went up 30-0. The rules of the sports league which features kids no older than 7 years of age, prevent the team by going up more than 30 points.
Is this what sport is this?
Football.
Okay.
So one of the kids on the second string, not even one of the starters, the second string. And I'm going to talk about why I believe he was the second stringer. Was a 5-year-old boy, got the ball, ran to the end zone, and the head coach was telling him, "Get down, fall, don't." The 5-year-old kid see the end zone. He's going to the end zone.
He's 5 years old.
Done. So now the score is 36-0. He's getting a possible 2-game suspension and a $500 fine. It's a volunteer coach.
Right.
He volunteers his time.
Right.
Deals with 5, 6, and 7-year-old kids all the time. Makes no money doing it. Just doing it because he loves doing it. And he's going to get banged out for $500 because his team. So shit like this pisses me off. This is the beginning of the pussification of this fucking country.
How old
fuck-
are these kids?
5 to 7. Enjoy. So I've heard of other leagues. That if the team goes up by, I want to say if the team goes up by 20 points,
Okay.
they have to put in all their second stringers until the other team gets within
No,
14 again.
But that's not how
That's not how the world works. No.
That's not how life
But
works.
how about
especially
this?
sports.
They go up further than that.
Uh-huh.
Say they go up
Whatever.
28, 34,
Right.
whatever. The other team gets the ball until they bring it down within 20 points. Because God forbid somebody gets blown the fuck out. How about just play better?
Yes.
How about just
Or just play the sport.
just-
This is what it is.
That's it. Coach better, play better. Like this is the kind of shit
Right.
that pisses me the fuck
It's
off.
football, right?
Yeah, it's football.
At 5 and 7 years old, now I know this because Helen's grandson played. He played. This is tackle or this is just like
It
flag.
doesn't get that in depth.
All right. they don't really keep score at that age. Just because they want them
Some
to
leagues
learn
don't. Right.
the
Some leagues don't.
fundamentals.
Sure.
Right.
Like little peewee football doesn't keep score.
Right. So
In some places they still do, though. Obviously, they keep score here.
obviously they keep score there. So instead of trying to penalize, like you say, the coach, why don't you just revisit how you operate? Because if you're gonna do that to kids, where you're gonna make them feel like you're hamstringing the other team because they're good, and then these other kids are inferior, so you're making them feel worse, like because you're like giving them like every opportunity to try and score and bring the score up. What are you really teaching them?
That's exactly what Joe's point is. Like,
Right.
what are you teaching?
What are you
them?
teaching them?
First of all, you're not teaching them anything.
No.
No.
And I'll be the first one to tell you, you learn more from losing than you do from winning.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
firmly believe that.
Absolutely.
You lose.
Yeah.
You learn more from losing than you do from winning.
Absolutely.
I don't like that they would do this. I don't like teams that. I don't like sports that don't keep score. I get it. 3, 4, 5 years old.
Sure. Right.
Don't
That
keep,
age.
Don't
right.
keep score. It's just
Right.
fun. Blah blah blah. Anything in this age and up,
7 and up. Yeah.
keep score.
Right.
You keep score. Don't fucking mercy rule. You play until it's over. Listen, you don't want to lose that bad. Play better. Practice harder.
Right.
You want to keep going out there, put up fucking goose eggs every week while you get blown out 40-0? That's on you. And for a guy who's volunteering
In
his
their
time, to have to come up with
Nah,
$500 because the team fucking scored because this 5-year-old kid saw an end zone. I'm sorry. I'm
Right.
5 years old. I see the end zone. I'm going. I'm gonna fuck what the
Yeah.
score
Yeah,
is.
why am I going to fall? Because
Why am I gonna fall?
He doesn't
'Cause
know
the
because
score's
of
too
that
high?
score and stuff like
Fuck
that.
outta here.
No,
Nah,
come
so that
on.
just pissed me off. I told my wife too when Kaylee was younger and we thought about sports. I said I'm not putting her in sports that don't keep score. I'm not. I'm not gonna coddle her and shit like that. I'm not gonna.
What did Chrissy say about that?
Huh?
What did she say about that?
She like us. She saw both sides of it. She agreed with it, but she also saw the not keep a score part of it. Listen, she wanted to join at 3. Don't keep score. Play. Run around the T-ball.
Right.
Do that all day. She wants to join something now. I'm not doing one that
Well,
doesn't
I
keep
think
score.
when you start going against other teams, like I'm sure the 3-year-olds, you're not really have like a schedule per se. You
Right.
play, but if you're going against a schedule, you have people there to show you the game and stuff. Yeah, you have to keep score.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you a question. Like, because you made fun of me when I took my daughters bowling and I wouldn't let them win. You said that it was bad of me, but in the same token, it really wasn't, because work harder, bowl better, do it. There's something to be said for that.
I guess,
I can't talk.
yeah.
I've never went out with my daughter and bowled less than she did, but we're not bowling against each other. We're just bowling.
Oh yeah, no, everything's competitive.
Yeah, no, in your
Yeah,
world,
I don't think you're bowling. You're not bowling against your dad. You're just bowling because you're fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. It's like
Hey,
I never
bowling?
bowled against my dad.
Bowling is fun.
Well, maybe in your world it's not.
Not on
I
his
don't know.
Actually,
Apparently not.
Matt just turned 30 last Saturday.
Okay.
We didn't go, but Fran threw him a surprise party. They took him to the Ranger game, and then they went to Bowlmore Lanes.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but if you've ever been there, you know it's not a place where you bring your equipment to bowl.
Right.
Right. So, Fran, I don't think they've ever been there before. So, Fran actually had her dad go to the bowling alley and bring all of their bowling stuff. This poor guy lugged 4 sets of bowling balls, shoes.
No.
Yeah. Brought everything to the bowling alley, only to realize that you can't use your ball on that lane because it's like sandpaper. They don't
Right.
oil the lanes.
No.
And then on top of it, the floors are filthy. They're not worried about spilling and stepping and stuff.
Right.
So his shoes got wrecked. And he was pissed, and I'm like, man, you should have asked or something, because that's definitely not a place to bring your equipment.
No.
I've been there, and I've never brought, and I would have thought about bringing equipment. I'm the guy who brings I have a putter, an Odyssey golf putter. I bring that to the mini golf, and I get yelled at for bringing.
I can't even look at you.
Nah, I'm
I can't. I just I wasn't
Yeah.
paying.
When
You
I
said
go-
that when you bring your own putter.
I bring my
to
own
a
putter to the miniature
golf.
golf. Yes.
Do you use the balls they give you or no?
No,
Or
I
do you
use
have
the
to bring-
balls.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
use the balls they give
Do you
me.
get a certain one? You gotta get the purple stripe or something.
I like
haven't-
I like black because it's more intimidating, but it's
They have
it's
black
okay.
one?
intimidating. I didn't
Yeah.
think they had a black ball.
I don't
Yeah, they
either.
do. They have black.
I haven't been to miniature golf in years, so
Yeah, but when I go to
But-
my trunk and I bust out the white hot Odyssey, yeah, I get like, you're a dick, asshole.
absolutely,
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with the putters they have there.
they're a little too short. for me.
Stop it.
Well, they are short. They're
Okay.
for kids.
Okay,
Right.
but it's
I'm not bringing
miniature
my own.
golf.
I'm not bringing my own.
Okay, well, my dad took me to miniature golf. He used those putters. He didn't whip out his professional ones. And he's as tall as you.
He's also a better golfer.
Yeah, he's also much better golfer than me, right? Give me something.
No, we beat him all the time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Because he let you in, because he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
No. But think about it. It's different golfing when you have a windmill going around versus
That's
going
true.
on, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so.
Don't mind me. I'm just finishing my McRib.
Yeah,
but no,
I
he didn't
just
win
finished
it.
mine.
Yeah, you guys, you want this one?
No, I'm fine right
Sure?
now. Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'm filled with
I think
popcorn.
Shayla
I had
wants some.
popcorn before.
Yeah, because you guys went to the movies.
Yes,
See,
we
now
did.
I'm debating. Like, we're going to discuss the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Do we make it a spoiler-free? It's very
Why?
difficult to.
No, I mean
It's been out long enough.
What's about
Okay.
2 weeks now?
Listen, if anybody's listening to this point hasn't seen Joker yet, all
They were
right,
not going to go see it.
come back and listen, because I'm not. We've been
But-
dying to talk about this. I'm not holding back.
I don't think there's any spoilers.
No,
Like it's not like it's leading up to
No.
say, okay, this is
Right.
going to happen if they come out with Joker 2.
Yeah. No, I don't.
This
I
is
don't
what's
think
going to
this is-
happen.
Yeah, I don't think this is really
Because I think this is the
spoilers.
one and only,
Okay.
and that's it.
No, he said he would do another one.
He said he would do another
Who?
one.
Joe
Phoenix
Quinn in Phoenix.
and
But
the actor and the director, they agreed to
Let
do
it go.
They said they would do
let it
another
be.
When we talk about it, I'll explain why I need a second film.
Well, because there's open ends on it. Right, there's a lot of open.
one. Right, but I'll explain why they don't need to.
Oh, God.
And we're all gonna be wrong.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe, Rich and I were both texting and said we were wondering what was your thought about the movie?
Why do I got to lead, motherfucker?
No, because we were curious.
Because you guys know how I feel about it.
Right.
I already talked about how I
Right.
felt.
And me, I'm like, it's a movie. It was
Right.
a good movie.
All right.
But I wouldn't.
So let's
So,
do it like this.
Go ahead.
do you want me to recap my feelings first?
I want you to go first, because yours is going to be the shortest. I think that was
No,
pretty
I'm
much
going
it right
to play
there.
off you guys. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, you play off.
Because
I'll go next.
you're more
I'll tell you
invested.
what,
Wait,
I
not
got 20
invested,
minutes
but
myself.
you're more invested in it than I am. I went to see it because I was just curious to see the movie.
Right.
That's all
I
do.
couldn't.
Okay.
DC, Marvel. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. I couldn't tell you that.
I didn't go see this movie with the same hype I would go to see an Avengers or something
Okay.
like that. I was super curious what they were going to do with this and him.
When the movie was first announced,
Yes.
and they said Joaquin Phoenix was going to be playing the Joker, my initial reaction, my first gut reaction was, that's fucking horrible. It's terrible.
Now, see, I'll say on that, when they said that, I said that's a great idea.
Right, but I don't know much about him.
I don't know
just
either.
didn't, and I'm coming from a place where if you look at the guys who have played the Joker, like in the movies,
Right.
and the versions they've played of him, by far Heath Ledger's was
Right.
the best
But
out of all
you
of them.
can't compare Jack Nicholson
Correct.
to the Heath
It's
Ledger because they're completely
different Jokers. Correct.
Different movies and
Correct.
stuff like that.
And
who's the other Joker?
Side note, real quick.
Yeah.
I could compare Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson a lot easier than I can compare Phoenix and Ledger. Go ahead.
Correct. So going in, I
But
agree.
wait, who's that other Joker? They show the four Joker, three Joker.
Leto.
What
Jared
movie is
Leto
that?
was fucking garbage. That was
Suicide-
garbage.
Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad. It was garbage. He played a ghetto
Oh,
Joker.
okay.
Fucking
This is
joke.
how much I pay
He
attention to
had
things.
a Joker with gold teeth and tattoos on
That's
his face.
what I saw. I'm like,
Yeah,
who the fuck is this? And
he's
they
a
said it's a
dick.
Joker. I'm like,
I'm
no.
sorry. That's by far the worst Joker. Worst.
In what realm
hands
is that
down.
the Joker? Like,
That's-
seriously.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Terrible.
Anyway, go ahead.
So going in to see it, I normally I look up stuff and I ruin the movie before I get there. This one, oddly enough, I did not. I didn't look up any spoilers. I didn't look. Joe's looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, because it's not Star Wars.
Right. I already ruined Star Wars anyway.
Of course you did.
But when I went in to go see it, like I said, I had no expectations, and as I'm watching it, I'm like, holy shit. It's dark. It's depressing. And it makes you feel very uncomfortable.
Definitely twisted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely twisted. And just to see the transformation of how he becomes who he becomes and why he becomes that way was definitely interesting. I'm going to turn it over to Joe because I want to get your initial reaction.
To the movie?
Sure.
It was... And there's just so much. I can't just answer it like that. I have
ahead.
so much that I want to say. And
So say it.
so the movie was good. Not going to take that away whatsoever. I'm not comparing Ledger to Phoenix because
Two different takes. Like you said, it's two completely
Let me
different
start
takes.
off by saying this.
Yeah.
I need the sequel. I need the sequel to determine whether or not this movie was phenomenal or good.
Okay.
I need the sequel to determine whether or not he was great or he was good.
Okay.
Because, and here's why. If they would have just done that movie and not shown the Waynes being killed in front of Bruce, like every Batman you see,
Sure.
that's how they that's how you get the background story for Bruce Wayne. So of course so now there's going to be Batman. Okay? That you're basically saying if we're doing another movie, there's going to be Batman. So had they not done that, and this was just the Joker movie from where he was to what he became to what he ended up with at the end of the movie, it was a great movie. Done. But because they introduced that, because they kind of teasing a sequel, because they kind of teasing a movie with Batman, all right, now, first and foremost, I want a Joker movie where Batman's the co-star. A la Heath Ledger to Christian Bale.
All right. I'm going to let you finish
Yeah.
your thought, and then I'm going to come back with my rebuttal to that.
Okay.
All right.
If they do that, now I could compare him to Heath. Now I could say this movie was phenomenal. Because if I see a movie and it's based from the Joker's point of view and it's a good movie, because if the movie stayed alone on its own, it's good. It's all right. It's not as good as everyone's making it out to be. I don't think. It was very good, but I didn't. It was a 2-hour long setup that what could have been 30 minutes in a new movie with everybody. It was an hour and a half longer than it needed to be.
And here's where I'm going to tell you where you, not wrong because it's your opinion, but how if you look at it from a different perspective, you can say, oh, that makes sense. In the graphic novels, for the Joker, the character itself never has a defined origin. There are multiple origins for the Joker.
Okay.
And it's designed that way because it could have happened this way.
It could have been anybody else.
Could have been anything else.
I know all that.
And here's why. The director said if he had his way, this Joker would never be in a movie with Batman. And I'm going to tell you why. At the end of the movie, when he's in with the doctor,
Yeah.
and he's in the asylum, handcuffed. Take notice of his laugh. Watch it again.
And then he kills her.
Watch it again.
Yeah.
Take notice of his laugh. It's different from...
The rest of the movie.
Correct.
Okay.
And when he's talking to the doctor, and she asks him, do you want to tell me? And he tells her, you wouldn't understand it. Then you see him walking away, and there's blood on his shoes, and there's implication that he killed her.
Yeah.
Okay. It's possible, and the director kind of alluded to this. I that's why I told you I did a lot of research, because I wanted to know more about the movie because it was that good. The entire movie, theoretically, could have been made up in his head.
100%.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So there would never be a need for a sequel, and there would never be a need to do a movie with Batman because that entire scenario was made up in his head.
Possible. Sure.
Sure.
Also possibly could have all happened like it did. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely
there
go
were
either way.
so many-
If they never do a sequel, that's fine.
Right.
And if they do, that's fine because they kind of set it up. So they could really go
They can
anywhere
go either way,
they
right.
can go either way with it.
Sure. How wild was it, though, with the girlfriend that really wasn't his girlfriend?
What, the black chick?
Yeah, made it all up in his head. Did you get that?
I didn't get that he made it up in his head.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That he never had a relationship with her.
It was all what he thought.
It was all in his head.
Okay.
Because if you
When
saw
he
the
was-
scene when they went to the diner and he was like, the girl went to see his stand up, they went out to dinner, they did all that stuff.
Yeah.
The scene when he was losing, going crazy, he went to the apartment and says, "Oh, you're the guy from down the hall," or something to that effect.
And then they
are
started showing-
you
the guy from down
Right.
the hall?
Are you
Right.
So
Walter?
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I said like,
And then they started showing all the scenes like with them
Right.
together, and then
Or
but he
however
was,
that,
he
right.
was really there by himself. So she was never with him.
Okay.
Again, that was all in his head.
Right.
That Murray show when he was in the audience,
Yeah.
that was all in his head.
That I knew was
right,
in his head.
right.
Yeah.
That's all. It's all in his head. I'm gonna tell you, and I talked about this with Lou last night, and I'll pull up the clip too later. His face when he looked at Murray, the talk show guy, and he told Murray that he was awful. That face was creepy as all hell.
Well,
I missed it.
the last one or when he was in the crowd?
No. When he was sitting up on stage.
Oh, yeah.
I think right before you shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was that his face on that scene was.
Those
Yeah,
are
it
the
was
parts
nuts.
I was just listening. I wasn't looking because I don't want to see
Yeah.
the blood.
He was nuts on the couch. It was great. But
Yeah.
maybe it's just one of those things where everyone's screaming it's a 12, so I go in expecting a 12 and it's like an 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was as great as everybody's making it out to be. I think he did a great job with it. I still don't say he's better than Heath. But I also say right here, you can't compare him. There's two different roles.
Right.
Completely
But
different roles.
I seen both,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying because it was fresh.
Yeah.
Heath was great. He was good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that's a Batman and Joker movie. So that's what I'm saying. But I don't think I think this Joaquin was amazing.
No,
They should give this guy the award like tomorrow.
I agree. Like just the way he got
I'd
into
give him
the
the award
role.
tomorrow.
and
I'd give him
stuff
Best
like
Actor
that.
award tomorrow.
Anybody could like put. Keith was great. Don't get me wrong. Oscar worthy? Absolutely not. You know he got that because he killed himself. That's definitely given.
Oh, he didn't even win it for that.
He did.
He did?
He best
Or he was
supporting
nominated.
best.
Oh,
He
best
was
supporting actor.
best supporting
Oh,
actor.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
But I'm just saying. I just think I felt him as the Joker. Heath? No. He put a good show on. I didn't think he was that great.
No, I think
He was. He was
he was
great.
good.
He was great. No, he was.
he saved that movie. That movie wasn't even that good
All
without.
Batman, all right, in my opinion, all Batman suck anyway. So
Right.
anyway.
But this version of the Joker for
Right.
me was better
Yeah.
because it felt real.
Well, you feel like you know where he came from.
right.
What made the Joker come to where he is?
Yeah.
It's fucking dark, man. And you know
It
what?
is
It was
dark. It's dark
R-rated.
as shit.
It was the
It
only
was dark.
R-rated DC movie, and
Yeah.
they
Oh,
fought
really?
for the R. Yeah, they fought to get it made rated R, which absolutely every
How
graphic.
would they not make it R?
All their movies are PG-13.
No,
all
I
the,
know,
all
but
DC right. All the DCs are PG-13.
yeah, but you would have to make it R just by watching it.
Correct.
Like,
well,
how
that's
would-
what I'm saying.
No, but
They-
they would have cut out the
shooting,
Blood
stuff
and the
like
stabbing.
That.
They
You
would-
could
they
just like shot
panned
away, whatever,
and
right,
you heard the
panned
gun.
away.
They would have made it PG-13. They would have everything
Okay.
could have been done, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't see it.
Okay.
It wouldn't have the
Fucking
same
with
effect.
the scissors. That would have never happened.
Dude. For a
With the
minute there,
midget?
for a minute, I thought Arthur was the midget was getting it.
no,
he needed
I
to.
Huh?
What?
He needed to.
No,
Fucking witness.
I'm glad he let him.
no. The reason why he let him go
He
is
just
because
he was nice to him.
The midget never made
Oh,
fun of him.
I know why. He
Yeah.
did.
Right, and
But
I was
but he
like-
saw everything.
But a couple of times you thought he was going to get him.
But the best is him trying to get the chain off the door.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah.
Oh,
Can you help me?
could you help me?
I don't know, but I kind of knew that was going to be your opinion.
It was a
No,
good.
because I know you're Heath Ledger. Oh my, Heath Ledger.
I'm not even comparing them.
But I'm just saying.
I'm
but
not
I
even,
think Mm-hmm.
if Heath Ledger's never played Joker, I'm still like, I don't know yet with this guy.
But why would you need a sequel? The sequel, they can make the
Well, you
sequel
wanna-
shit
Correct.
or the best thing ever, and this is like, I can't.
And here's how they can make it the best thing ever. How often does a villain win? Never.
I really
Never.
don't know.
Thanos won in the third Avengers movie.
I have no idea.
Okay. If they were to do a Joker and Batman movie from this aspect, from Joker's aspect, where Batman's the co-star and Joker wins, phenomenal.
They have that already.
Not with this type of Joker. No, they don't.
No, they have
Nothing.
the killing joke.
All right, but that's not this.
That's the only that's
That's
the
a
only
comic
one.
book. Not
Yeah.
a cartoon movie.
which is rated R.
All right, but it's not this.
It's not this.
Oh. I don't think if they just left this movie as is, I think it's fine. I don't think it has to.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It is fine. It's a good movie. If they tie it all together,
Does he
and do
deserve
it
the
that,
award?
It's fine. What? Best movie?
Best actor.
Best actor? What else is out there? I'm not going to say that without what else is out there.
I got to see what else is out there.
You can't. No one can say that. Nobody can say this
From
guy.
all the movies that I've seen. Now I don't watch foreign films and shit because that's I wanted to watch that one foreign film. I never did.
You're fucking crazy. You watch that.
Out of all the movies, I watch them all.
See, you could say something like that.
In my opinion,
but I could
this
see
movie,
him being nominated. Absolutely,
Sure.
just
Yeah,
because
sure.
you watched, because you felt it, you understood where he was coming from. You
were tortured.
You would, yeah. I walked out. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, I
was
told you. I
twisted.
walked out. I was upset.
I wasn't upset. I was just like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
my
I
god.
was.
I was like,
It didn't get to me like that.
And
Yeah,
then they
I
started
had-
playing
I was
"Send
like,
in the
wow.
Clowns" at the end. Come on, come on. It's poor
What
fuck.
happened?
They started playing "Send in the
Sending the
Clowns" at the end.
Oh,
That gets you all choked up.
no, but I mean, if he's nominated, I could see why.
Sure,
I'm not a big movie
sure,
part,
sure.
but I'm just saying.
no, he definitely did a great job with the role. Absolutely.
And that might be the first. It might be the first comic book movie that would win
Best Picture.
Best Picture. Sure. If there was ever going to be a movie, that would be the movie.
Wait, wasn't Black Panther up
Yeah, Black Panther was up.
for best movie?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't win it.
No, it didn't win, but no, I'm talking about a movie that would win. That
I
could
don't know.
actually win.
I don't know if it's gonna win. I don't think the movie would win. I think the best actor.
I don't
would win.
know. Yeah, Best Actor he should win, but it's definitely going to get nominated for Best Movie.
Yeah, and music and all that stuff. I think.
Oh, the music in there was phenomenal.
Yeah.
People are outraged. They used a fucking song from a pedophile.
Oh, please get over
Please.
it, people.
Come on.
Come on. You still
2 minutes and 30 seconds. Relax yourself. I know. You know, pedophiles make music too.
They did.
Michael Jackson did.
R. Kelly.
Hey,
R. Kelly did.
R. Kelly. And wait, nobody knew about the R. Kelly.
Right.
Nobody knew.
Right. So they still play Michael Jackson songs on the radio. They still play R. Kelly songs on the radio.
Yep. So stop it.
Right. It's just
It's
something to pick on.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, no, the music, even the background music, like the orchestra type music, like building up, it was great.
Nah, it's probably one of my. It's probably up there. The movies
Yeah.
I see. I don't really see too many movies.
All 6 movies you've seen?
Yes. Wait, I've seen a couple this year. 2. No.
I would see it. I would watch it again.
I would watch
not
it again.
4
I'm just
times in a
curious.
week like
no,
this
no.
guy,
I
but-
would curious to see if I missed something or I didn't catch on to something.
Well, that's why I went to the internet and I
But
started
the
looking at things you may have
whole,
missed.
Like
And,
second round, like him having it all in his head. I got that from the get go.
right.
That was not like a shocking thing. Like,
No,
oh, he thought this whole thing.
some things I thought he was daydreaming. The other things,
Yeah.
like I didn't
Yeah,
pick
with-
up on the chick.
Yeah, with the
he's
girl,
schizo.
yeah.
No, I
yeah.
didn't pick up on the
He's
chick.
schizo.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
All right.
I want a Joker-led Joker Batman movie based off of this. That's what I want.
So, who's your Batman?
Not Rob Patterson.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Bring him back.
Bring back Michael Keaton, the best Batman ever.
Where is he?
Well, there was. Do you get Arthur Fleck's name or no? Arthur A. Fleck? Affleck? You didn't get that.
You
No.
didn't get it either until you looked it up and researched it. And
Why
found it
would
on
they
Google.
wait? Affleck.
Yeah.
What?
Affleck. Because Ben Affleck was Batman.
Oh. So is that saying that he'll be the next Batman?
No,
if they do
no.
this movie?
He couldn't lay
No,
off the bottle. He's out already.
Shit him out of it.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I
he's
don't watch
fucking-
it, but I heard it was horrible.
No, he's the worst Batman ever.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
oh God,
not.
stop it, guys! You're never going to
Absolutely
agree
not.
on
There's
this.
one
Just-
Batman
just
that's
to-
worse than all of them. All of them.
Val
Ew.
Kilmer wasn't that bad.
I'm not talking about Val
George
Kilmer.
Clooney wasn't that bad either.
George Clooney was a
He wasn't-
fucking turd.
He wasn't Affleck bad.
He was fucking terrible.
Anyway, moving along. He wasn't Affleck
Stop
bad.
it, guys.
Twat.
Move on.
I just called George Clooney a twat.
I know.
Yeah, mighty big of you. He can hear this.
Okay, we have Mount Rushmore's sent to
Oh,
us.
yeah, from Jay
sent to us
Adson.
from Jay Adson.
Yes. A Mount Rushmore's of horror movies and
Yes.
horror movie icons.
Mm-hmm.
And I will run his list out there first because I asked. I was like, you know what? I want yours.
Okay.
So his icons are 3 of them are mine: Freddy, Jason, Chucky, and Hellraiser. And then his movies are Victor Crowley, Ghostface, Billy the Puppet, and Bub from. Oh wait, maybe. Which way did he do this? I guess the second ones are the.
Wait, so the second one's of the list, no?
All right, so the first ones must be his movies.
Which
so
are?
Instead of saying Nightmare on Elm Street, he said
Okay.
Freddy. He said, all
Okay.
right, so the
Oh,
movies
okay.
are Freddy, Jason, Chucky, and Hellraiser. And then the icons are Victor Crowley, Ghostface, Billy the Puppet, and Bub from Day of the Dead. All right. So my icons are Freddy, Jason, Chucky, and then here's my curveball, Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't have 4.
Oh, that's fine.
We're doing icons first?
Whatever you want to do.
All right. What are your icons?
I guess the same ones: Jason, Freddy,
Like I think that's
Michael
easier.
Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a
Then you
4th
got,
one.
You got Chucky the dog.
I
you got-
don't think I saw a Chucky movie.
Really? Child's Play is a pretty good
Nah.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that 3. And there's only 2 movies that I can think of. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Right.
And the second one is oh my god, I spoke about this at the bowling alley last night. Sinister.
Okay.
I think that's called it. Sinister. That's the one with Ethan Hawke in it.
Okay.
That just came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, you know what? There are some movies that just came out that are pretty fucking good. Like Get Out. Did you see Get Out?
No, I don't watch horror movies.
No, it's not a horror.
Or thriller,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
This is like more of a thriller, but
Sinister?
it just freaked me out. I was like, I can't watch this. I sat in the movie theater with my knees up, my head between my knees because I was like, I can't watch this. I set myself off that one.
Yeah.
You tried to
I
stop
did.
yourself too.
I
but you were
did. I'm
committed
like,
and you
there's
kept
no
going.
way.
There's no other way to go on
get it.
this.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you're
Yeah.
trying to hide, and now with these reclining seats, you sit
Yeah.
up. But yeah, those are my 2,
All right.
3.
Joe, what was your movie one?
I didn't do the movie one.
Okay, all right. So I'll do my icon one. Freddy,
Yeah.
Mike Myers,
Mm-hmm.
Jason,
I think the characters are the
Right.
layups.
Leatherface,
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right.
You want me to do movies?
Yeah, you
Well,
do movies first.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't do your movies. That's right. I did.
No,
both.
I got. I think I got.
All right. This one, it's a tie for me. Right? They both have to. I have a top 5. They both have to make the list. The original Halloween
Okay.
and the original Nightmare on Elm Street. When Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one came out, that creeped a lot of people out.
Sure.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
2 movies that are on here from when I was a kid that I haven't gotten over them.
Casablanca is not a horror movie.
No.
Oh.
But before I get to those 2 movies, my other movie is The Shining.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. That's my number 1 movie. Okay. This next movie I was taken to, and I don't know, maybe I was like 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old, and they dragged me to the fucking movie theater because my mother didn't have a babysitter. So sorry, Ma. I watched the movie on the floor in between the seats. It was the original Amityville Horror.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard of it. Never saw it.
To the point where my mother just last week was showing me that she was looking at a house, a new house to buy. And I told her she couldn't buy the house. And she's like, why? I said, do you not see the fucking windows on that house? And it was the same windows from the Amityville Horror. She's like, you're an asshole. I'm like, absolutely not.
There's a running theme with people in your
You
life.
gotta change the fucking windows because you're not gonna live in a house. I'm not gonna come to your house because those fucking windows look like they were from the Amityville Horror. And the last movie, to this day, and I don't know why, if I am home alone and the movie comes on, I have to turn the movie off and then go out and just get out of the house because it fucking creeps me the fuck out.
Poltergeist.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I
Exorcist.
forgot.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
The Exorcist.
I was confused too because I never seen the
That
other one.
movie? You've never seen The Exorcist?
No.
No.
Or Poltergeist or any movie you've mentioned so far.
Watch Exorcist.
Oh, I probably seen Polka Dot. Yeah, that could be one of them.
She's the one with the head that spins around?
That's
Exorcist,
the Exorcist.
yeah.
The other one's with the TV.
And the other one's the TV.
Yeah, the other one's
that
the
girl
TV.
died.
Yeah, she died.
Yeah, she died. But if you've never seen Exorcist or the Amityville Horror, the original one, not the remake they did with Ryan Reynolds. I'm talking about the original one. Fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy.
All right. My horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Ring.
Okay.
That shit was pretty
Oh, okay.
good. The Shining, of course. 'Cause
Yeah, that's number 1.
that movie was fucking great. The first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had my 4th on the tip of my tongue and I fucking just spilt it. Shining, Nightmare on Elm Street,
The Ring.
The Ring, Oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
Talladega Nights.
Oh, Christine.
Christine. You know what? I talked to Matt about that today. Christine was a great fucking movie.
Fucking love that movie.
Yeah. It was a great movie.
I have all 3 of the cars on my Hot Wheels.
I'm sure you
never
do.
even fucking think they would make the fucking Hot Wheels from that movie.
Yeah, no. They
Definitely the red car,
Yeah.
but also the blue Charger and the Camaro. That was in
Okay.
that movie for like 6 seconds.
You ever see the movie Needful Things? Misery?
Misery is a great movie.
That's also a horror movie.
Yeah.
Misery is a great fucking movie.
Misery is a great movie.
No, I seen that too, but
Yeah.
But
I don't think
love
that's. I didn't consider that a horror movie.
Yeah. Well, it's
I know it's it's
considered like a
as
horror
thriller,
thriller.
yeah.
yeah, thriller probably.
Yeah. Those are some good lists.
Not bad.
I'm surprised we agreed on The Shining.
That's a fucking
Good
great
stuff.
movie.
Yeah, it is.
It really
Well, I
is.
think
great.
You know,
We're
they're
in a
coming out
couple.
with a sequel to it, right?
See why?
Yeah, why? After this long.
I know.
I'm going to tell you. It's called Dr. Sleep. Comes out in about a week or so. It stars Ewan McGregor.
Okay.
He plays an older version of Danny.
Oh, it's picking up from when Danny.
Picking up from Danny as an adult.
Jack Nicholson isn't in it. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
He's got to be what, 90 years old now?
yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But why make a sequel? This movie came out when, the 70s? 80s? Early 80s?
Yeah, something
Somewhere
like
in
that.
there?
Yeah.
You're talking about 40,
They're
30.
doing it with Top Gun, too. Top Gun
But
comes out next year.
why?
But you look at first of all, have you seen
Why?
Tom Cruise? Why not? Why not? The guy doesn't age.
That's true. That's
he
true.
doesn't age. I'm telling you, that guy sold his soul to the devil or something.
Is that Scientology? sir?
Well, whatever it is, the guy doesn't age. I am. Listen,
Goose.
I am a huge Tom Cruise fan. I like the guy.
Apparently.
Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't think you were.
Oh no, I love his movies. I watch all his movies.
Do you really?
Yeah. The best hair he ever had was Mission Impossible 2. He's on a motorcycle, his hair's flowing, looks great. Yeah, no, I like Tom Cruise. I do.
Oh, I saw another movie this week.
Wait, two?
Right?
Wait,
Two.
your head's going
Oh
to
my
explode.
God, I know. What's
This was in-house, though, so it was easy.
Okay.
I saw the Breaking Bad movie, El Camino.
Oh, yeah, you're a big
El Camino.
Breaking
Oh
Bad
yeah,
guy.
how was that? I know you had a lot of hype. You were really excited to watch it.
I think I hyped it up again too much like I did with all this
Really?
other fucking shit.
I think you were let down because there was no Walter.
Spoilers, Walter's in it. And Mike
As a
is in
flashback?
it. Doesn't matter, he's in it.
It's a
yeah, but this was a
flashback.
couple of weeks ago. Wait, this was only
The
last
11th.
week.
It came out the 11th.
Well, it felt
yeah,
like no,
Netflix.
it felt like it was a while ago.
But no,
to
it was
watch
I expected more just from watching Breaking Bad. Like it was it was intense. Once it really started flowing, the show was intense, and this movie was not intense. And basically, what it does is it just picks up Jesse gets away, and it picks up how he gets away, and then how he's trying to fade off into obscurity. And it was good, but it was like it was just good.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of other movies coming up that you should probably look to see.
I want to see Ford versus Ferrari.
I can't wait for that.
That I can't wait for.
You want to go together to that one?
Can we hold hands?
Yeah, we're
I
going
wanna
like
see
kind
Look
of
at your bromance.
I want to see the Harley Quinn movie.
because you
too.
love cars. I love cars.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to see the Harley Quinn movie too.
Okay.
That looked really good.
Well, that's a TV show. I think that's coming out, right? Or is that a movie? Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I thought it was
Or
going to
is
be a TV
it-
show.
Because they should. I don't know about your coming tracks, but they showed a lot of things that was going to be on Prime and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be in the movie theater.
Like they
No,
had,
that's
they
what they
showed
show on
one
Prime
show
stuff.
was going to be on Prime or Netflix or one of them.
Like I want to go see.
No, YouTube.
I want to go see Terminator just because.
You know what?
I-
I kind of want to see Terminator.
I
Yeah.
kind of do too.
Yeah, just
'Cause
I'm
just
curious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a movie.
Motherless Brooklyn.
Never heard of it.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I saw that. That was with
Bruce Willis and
Yeah,
Edward
that's
Norton.
Yep,
That looks good.
That looks really good. I might try to go see that one if I
what
remember
else?
when it comes out. If I remember to go see it,
I'll remind you.
I'm sure.
Midway. That's based on a true story.
No, I don't think I saw.
I want to
that
go
one.
see Richard Jewell.
Oh, I just saw that in the
You
coming.
saw the coming attraction?
Yeah.
Did you see the coming attractions for that?
Did you
Richard
have that
Jewell?
one? That's what Adam. what's-
Sandler?
No,
No,
that's Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Wrong
that
one.
I want to see too. But no, the Richard Jewell. You know who Richard Jewell is?
No.
He was a security guard at the
yeah,
1996 Olympics. Found a pipe bomb in a knapsack. He went, alerted the authorities. guy becomes a hero. As the FBI is doing their investigation, they're investigating him just because he fits the profile.
Right.
The news picks up chatter that he's being investigated, and all the networks ran with, he did it.
Yeah.
They ruined this guy's life to the point where when he was finally found not to be the guy, that they actually found the right guy, one by one, his lawyer said, "Are you ready to fight?" And one by one, they went and they started suing all the networks. And quietly, they all paid him off one by one. But they're like, well, we stand by our story. No, motherfucker. You went and sensationalized the fucking story instead of doing the research and giving the guy the benefit of the doubt. You fucking buried this guy. And I remember this because I was a kid. I was an adult.
Yeah.
They trashed this guy's name. Fucking horrible what you can do to somebody.
Oh, sure.
So I'm looking forward to see that.
I want to see Charlie's Angels, too. Because I love Kristen Stewart.
That's not out? That didn't come out yet?
No, next month.
November 15th.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Same day as Ford versus Ferrari.
I love Kristen Stewart.
You could
I don't
be,
give a fuck.
you could go, do like a double.
I won't see Charlie's Angels. I can't do it.
You could do it.
I can't.
You could do it.
Can't do it.
You
I'd
like
rather go see
Kristen
Frozen
Stewart,
too.
really?
Do. Yeah, I do.
She was good. She was good.
No,
she
I-
played in that movie with James Gandolfini. What movie was that? She was like a prostitute or something like that, a runaway.
I just know her from
Twilight.
Twilight. I couldn't think of the books.
I just know her from her resting bitch face, and it's just something about her. Just
Yeah, she does. She has a good one, I have to say.
oh yeah.
Oh, and Shayla's back.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. She's protecting us.
Yes, she is. She's letting everybody know I am back.
I don't have anything else. There was nothing really exciting in my life the last couple of weeks. I wish I could say oh my god, yeah,
Well, I just booked
I
Spain.
saw. Actually, I saw.
Oh, yeah?
You booked Spain.
I'm going to Spain
Good for you.
next July. Well, next July coming up. So we're going.
Very
We
nice.
just booked the airline tickets, and Marabella we're going to. We didn't book Barcelona, where we stay in Barcelona. We might go to Monaco for the day.
Nice.
Not Monaco, Morocco.
Morocco.
Hello. Not Monaco.
Very
Morocco.
good.
Yeah. So that's July.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
So that's
July what?
I leave July 2nd. I come back the 11th.
All right, we got to do AC before that.
You guys already fucking mapped
I
it
know.
out.
Yeah, well, I
The
just
funny
you
thing
have
about
to
this,
because
my
we
brother asked
bowl
me
late.
last night or the other night. He's like, "So with AC, do you still want to get the suite and everything like that?" I'm like,
It's
"What trip are we talking?"
fucking October.
I know. Well, we was just talking about it.
I
Just think about it. Now he just said something about it too.
I'm just mentioning it because
but
we're
you
going to
know
do
how
it.
my brother is.
Yeah.
He's very like, okay,
No, no, I'm the same. Honestly, I'm the same way, but I don't need to be that far in advance.
yeah. He's like, "Oh, we could do the same time.
You know,
I'll get comps." I'm like, "Rob, they reset in January."
I started talking about the summer bowling trip in July, week 2, and we still didn't book it till the week before we went. Fucking aggravated the fuck out of me. But you know what? It's all good. It ended up being
you
a good
had
trip
a good
regardless.
time, so
Yeah, it was a good time.
I need more. I need more advanced booking and notice and everything. When are we leaving? Tomorrow. Oh, let's book it. So anyway, yeah. So
that's the only thing exciting going on in my life.
that's cool though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We'll call you while you're out there. How far ahead are they?
Same thing. I think it's 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah. You weren't too happy with me when I called you last time.
I tell you, if I picked up the phone, you would have saw a different. You would have heard a different side of me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, my Lord. Motherfucker.
Fucker. My house better be burning the fuck down. This phone call.
Oh,
my
shit.
apartment.
I started listening to old episodes of the show.
I know you were saying that.
Fucking.
I have to listen to some of
The
them.
last 20 minutes of episode 23.
Yeah.
And the whole
Priceless.
episode. The whole episode 4.
Is that when my first rant was episode 4?
I didn't listen to 1 through 3 yet.
All right.
But yeah, the last 20 minutes of 23 was fucking hilarious.
I don't remember. What you.
23 was can men fake an orgasm?
Oh, is that? I got to listen
That's
to
when
it.
I told this.
Fucking
That's when I told
crying.
the story about the girl trying to snowball me.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. I think I almost lost something.
And then today, I don't remember which number it was, but Danielle was talking about a date she had with an Egyptian guy.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we started going, does he do this? Does he do that? Did he come in on a camel? And I said, did he walk like a? And I think you spit out whatever you were drinking. It was fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, no. I got to listen to some of the old ones.
We had some good shows.
I
Yeah.
know.
For those of us who are just joining, who've never listened before, go back, give our older shows a listen.
Go to Stitcher. Stitcher has all the episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know how far back Apple goes. I don't think they go back. I think they only go back like 10.
No.
10 or 12 or something.
Yeah.
Stitcher goes all the way back to number 1.
Yeah.
Oh no, the podcast one I think has them all up there.
I'm not
Yeah. Also YouTube. We only get kicked off of YouTube for one show.
But I don't think we started that from number 1 though.
No,
Oh,
I
no?
don't think so.
Stitcher's absolutely guaranteed
Yes.
has number
Yes.
1.
All right.
Yeah,
so Stitcher peeps.
All right. That's all I
I'm,
got.
that's all I got for today too.
Same here. Shayla's telling get out of here.
Do you have any Knights of the Round Table meetings next week or anything?
That's
I believe I do.
Oh,
see.
Jesus.
I believe I do.
This
Oh,
is,
Jesus.
so it's just Joe, you and I next week.
Yeah.
Just you and
And
I.
All right.
All right. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out. If I have a meeting, I'll
We'll
let you
put
know
a show together.
in
Don't worry.
advance.
Don't worry.
I have no doubt you'll put a
We'll
show
handle
together.
it.
See,
Yes.
you not being here is completely different
Absolutely not.
from one of us not
Absolutely
being here.
not.
It is.
There's like 2 or 3 episodes that don't have me, and you did just fine. So with that being said, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Good night,
Thanks.
guys.
Good night.